Hello there, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 15th through 21st. Before we get started, I do want to let you know I have one space still left available in a psychic mentoring session, a place where you can explore your own psychic abilities and learn how to expand them. That will be February the 28th at 6:30 Mountain Time. You can Google that and find out what time that is in your time zone if you're interested in participating in that. If you are, go ahead and drop me a line. If you're interested in participating in a mentoring session and that time does not work for you, go ahead also and drop me a line. We'll find something that works for both of us and we'll just invite other people in. Let's see, another quick announcement. I do have monthlies up for February. This is the first time I've done monthlies, so don't forget to check that out after you watch this. And if you like the monthlies, if you want me to continue doing them, share them all over the place, because what I'm going to be looking at the end of this month is how many views those monthlies got, so that I can decide if I want to keep on doing those, if it's worth my time and energy to keep on doing those or not. So if you want me to keep on doing those, share them all over the place, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever else there is out there. If you don't care, don't worry about it. No big deal. Now, Taurus, let's go ahead and get into your forecast. So on Monday, what you have coming up is you have the Hierophant showing up. This is telling me that you're doing some things in a traditional way on Monday. You may even be going to some kind of ceremony, like a First Communion ceremony or a drum circle, or First Confession, or anything like that. But some kind of ceremony, whether it's within a church or whether it's more of a spiritualist type ceremony. This can also be just doing things the same way that they've always been done, just because that's the way they've always been done. It doesn't have to be anything related to spirituality or church. The other thing that could be going on for some of you Tauruses is you could be going to somebody to get some help in dealing with something. This could be like a pastor or a respected spiritual individual. This could also be like some kind of therapist or psychologist that you're going to for help or advice. And for some of you, this is just a friend who you really respect their opinion. For some of you, this is actually going to a psychic reader to get some help or advice. So just saying. So there's a few different ways that that's manifesting for you Tauruses, and I'm sure that it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but that's what I'm picking up on Monday, is doing things either in a very traditional way or attending something that's very traditional, or actually getting some advice from somebody who is at least hopefully more knowledgeable than you and the expert in that area. Technically, this could even be going to a tax advisor, because hopefully they're an expert in taxes where the general Joe is not. Okay, so Taurus on Tuesday, Wheel of Fortune, and it's upright. This is a good thing. The Wheel of Fortune is just a reminder that to everything there is a season. There's always a time for whatever it is. And so we might have a season where things are really rough for us, where maybe we're planting new seed, we're starting a new foundation, and then as that foundation grows, as that seed grows, things start getting better, and so that cycle starts changing. Things start coming around for us. Now, the Wheel of Fortune being upright is telling me that you're coming into a positive phase or a positive change. So there's something going on. For a lot of you, I feel like this is something going on at work. Maybe some of you are getting a promotion, or you're just getting the respect that you deserve. People are starting to pay attention to you at work. It's the beginning of some kind of new season. Not everybody is it going to apply to as far as a work thing. Some of you, this may be just getting the respect that you deserve from family or from friends, or maybe even a significant other, but some kind of new positive change. And for so many of you Taurus, it does feel like it's a respect issue that's coming into a positive phase. Now, once again, I try to say this every week. This is a general reading. Not everything is going to apply to everybody. So please don't expect it all to fit perfectly. Also, you want to keep in mind that you have free will. So if something comes in that you don't like, if you start to sense that energy moving in on you, then you have a little bit of a heads up and you're able to use your own free will to turn that around for yourself. So free will trumps everything. Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Falling Tower in reverse for you, Taurus. And the Falling Tower in reverse is actually a good card because it's talking about a situation that was bad or that seemed bad initially, where you lost something that had made you feel secure and that you kind of thought would be around for a long time, but it just suddenly and surprisingly fizzled out or just disappeared out of your life. Well, now that this tower is coming in reverse, what's going on is with whatever that situation was, you are looking for opportunities to fill the holes that fizzling or that when that thing left, that those holes that were left behind in your life. So what you're finding as you're looking for how to fill those holes is that some of the opportunities that are out there are actually better than what it was you had going on before that sort of fizzled out or was suddenly taken from you. So that's why I call it a good card, because you're finding better opportunities than you had before. So that's Wednesday for Tauruses. And then Thursday, what we have coming up is the Fool card in reverse. The Fool card in reverse tells me that on Thursday you have a chance to take a leap of faith. In other words, there's something in front of you that is very exciting, and you have this inner knowing of, man, I can do that. But instead of following that inner knowing, you're just kind of keeping things logical. You're just looking at everything basically from a business-like perspective, a very logical perspective. And so you're not paying any attention to intuition, and you're not giving that leap of faith a chance. You're just moving forward in a logical, and I'm hearing ho-hum, everyday way. It's kind of like Sacred Spirit. I could almost hear Sacred Spirit like almost making fun of not taking that leap of faith of, wow, life is just so ho-hum, so boring when we don't take advantage of those leaps of faith and really run with them. And so I'm kind of hearing some dialogue around me about how boring that can be and about how terrible it is to miss out on the opportunities for a leap of faith, because life is just so much better when it's so predictable. And so even if the predictability of it is not comfortable or happiness making, at least it's predictable. And so Spirit's kind of having a little fun with that right now all around me. So I want to move on though. Can we move on? All right. Okay, so Friday, what we have showing up is we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, the Eight of Swords in reverse is just telling me that there was a situation in your life. Once again, we're looking at something that happened in the past. You had a situation in your life where you were feeling kind of stuck and you didn't know how to move forward with this situation. When the Eight of Swords comes in reverse, that's telling me that you're getting yourself unstuck. And usually the way we get ourselves unstuck in that type of thing is we start to look at the situation from a different perspective. Because the reason that we're stuck is because of some kind of restriction that we've put on our own selves. So if we see the situation from a different perspective, then we start to see where we've limited ourselves, and we can take away those limitations and start moving forward. So Friday is all about you moving forward from a place that you felt stuck, and you were really stuck just because of what you were putting on yourself as far as limitations. Whoa. Wow. So I got to tell you guys, and I don't know, I might have told you this before, but I usually don't really look at the cards, even though I've got them down before I actually start the camera. I don't look at them so much when I put them down, because I want these readings to be very fresh so that you get all the impressions I get off the cards and nothing that I don't want to get any impressions before the camera's rolling and then forget to pass them on to you. So that's why even though the cards are down, I really don't look at them or pay attention to them. So I was just looking at your weekend. That's why I was like, whoa, because this is the first time I noticed this. So the weekend you have two reverse cards. They're the Emperor and the Empress. And I haven't figured out what they feel like yet. I was just tripping out that we actually have a couple showing up on the weekend. So let's see what's going on here with the Emperor on Saturday. Okay, so one of the things that's going on is that this, what we have with the Emperor and the Empress showing up in reverse on Saturday and Sunday is we do have a theme that's continuing through the weekend. So it's crossing over both days. Okay, so that's the first thing that I know from when looking at these cards. The next thing that I'm feeling like, you Taurus have some kind of situation on the weekend. Let's put it that way. Some kind of situation. And it feels like I don't want to say that because I don't think that's accurate. Um, for a lot of you, this is going to be a situation with a significant other, but I don't feel like that's true for all of you. For some of you, this is going to be a situation with a family member. But it's going to be somebody that's close to you, definitely in your circle, you know, in your inner circle of people that are trusted. So the situation basically is this. And I'm not sure which part you're playing in the situation. But the situation comes up basically as there's somebody, yes, I do know which. Okay, so there's somebody in your life who participates in some negative behavior, some self-destructive behavior, negative behavior towards himself. That's self-destructive behavior. And on the weekend, I feel like this is very unnerving for you to witness or to see. For some of you, I feel like you didn't realize this person did this, or you didn't realize this person does this to the degree that they do. For some of you, yeah, you didn't realize that they did this, or they did this to the degree that they do actually do this. And so I feel like you're the one who is kind of unnerved by this whole situation, and you are trying to figure out, okay, well, what can I do to make this situation better, to help this person to leave behind the self-destructive behavior. And for some of you, although for not all of you, not only is this behavior self-destructive, but it also is not good for you either. And I feel like the closer you are to this person, the more that applies to you. You know, the more significant of an influencer they are in your life, the more that applies to you. So if you're this person that is seeing this behavior for the first time, or you're seeing that it's a lot worse than you thought for the first time, and this is your father who lives 5 states away and you don't see him all that often, then this is not going to be impacting you as much as if you're somebody that suddenly has the realization like this about a significant other, or about a son who lives in the same house or down the street or whatever. So there's going to be different degrees to which this plays out with you guys. So anyway, this person, their self-destructive behavior has you a little bit upset, and you're trying to figure out how can you make things better. And I feel like you're spending some time on the weekend actually handling some things for this person, to try to make things better for them. It's like you are looking at them and you're realizing this person doesn't know how to handle this, and it's pretty basic. Somebody has to help them. And so instead of teaching them how or expecting them to do this, you're just coming in and just doing that. It's just easier, and then everything's under control and it's all good and you can forget about it. Problem is, now you've done this, this person still doesn't know how to take care of himself, and now you can't forget about it, because guess who he's going to come to, or she's going to come to next time they need the same type of thing done? You. So this is going to be a really, really interesting weekend. I feel like for some of you, you're actually going to be confronting the other person about their self-destructive behavior and trying to understand, trying to get them to tell you why. Why do you do this? What do you get out of this? What's the point here? Just trying to understand where that person is coming from. So, like I said, very interesting weekend. I feel like it's going to be also a very challenging weekend for you, Taurus. I am also getting that you guys are going to be learning some stuff that you hadn't really realized before, especially about this person and about how to maintain a relationship with this person. So it's going to be a learning experience besides just being completely challenging and interesting. So good luck with that for you, Taurus. I like it that the rest of the week you've got some things going on that are really awesome. You've got the Wheel of Fortune right side up. You've got that Tower in reverse. You're finding good opportunities there. You know, you got the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're getting yourself out of a mess that you had self-limited on. You know, so you've got some really good things going on the week, during the week. It's just that weekend is a little bit challenging there with figuring out how you're going to handle this situation with somebody that you love. Okay, so thank you everybody for stopping by. Don't forget to check out the monthly video. I appreciate all of you hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting on my videos. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here the next time. Peace out.